So, I went and saw The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug yesterday, and I'm gonna review it for you guys. Or try to, and it's not gonna go well. I think you already know that. The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug, I finally got a chance to see it. I've been working a lot, so I didn't have a chance, and now I finally did, and it was pretty freaking awesome. The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug is the sequel to The Unexpected Journey, which came out last December, which was pretty good, but to be honest, everyone knows that Gollum was the best part of that movie. Um, I've read about half of the book, and Jackson has taken some liberties. Watching this, I'm just gonna. Okay, storyline is their adventure continues. More action happens this time. It's not as. I don't think they took it as serious as the first one. There's a lot more humor in it. But, yeah, it's more actiony. There's more adventure, I guess. It's better than the first one, but at the same time, there's some moments I did not like about it. Jackson took some liberties with it. He added a new character, which is getting a lot of fanboys and people butthurt about, which is annoying. Her name is Toriel. She's played by Evangeline Lilly. If I knew how to throw in photos to this, I would show you the picture of when I met her at Comic-Con, but I don't think I know how to do that, so I'm not going to do it. She's very sweet. She is a new elf character, and she's in a love triangle, and it's awkward. It's really, really awkward. But okay. She's kind of a Mary Sue. She doesn't really have much of a personality, not much backstory to her, but she's enjoyable and she kicks ass, so I mean, why not? Let her be. I enjoyed her enough for those reasons. He also added some different storyline elements that never happened in the book, which some of them make sense and some of them are kind of like, why would you do that? Only for more action, probably. The whole orc storyline with the white orc and all those crazy shit never happened in the book. I'm like halfway through the book. It hasn't happened. I don't know what the hell. They're there to act as a... Because there's a... Sauron is kind of in this movie for like 2 seconds. And it's kind of there to act as like between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, like a whatever link between them. It was weird. Gandalf is barely in this movie, which is a shame because Sir Ian McKellen's awesome, and Gandalf is so freaking sassy and done with everybody's shit in this movie. At least in the first one he was, and in this one he kind of is too. The Mirkwood Forest is in this one, which is my favorite of the old 1970-something cartoon of The Hobbit, which is epic. If you have not seen it, that's part of my childhood, so Desolation of Smaug was amazing for me because I was like, I remember all these parts. And also they added new parts, and I was like, I don't care, action. There's some overacting by a lot of the cast members. Except for Martin Freeman, he did just fine. He's adorable and awkward and pretty perfect as Bilbo. I liked that. I liked the acting. The Orlando Bloom came back. I don't know what they did with the contact lenses for the elves. Did they have that in Lord of the Rings? I can't remember. I haven't seen the trilogy in a long time. But did the elves have weird contact lenses? Because they looked all kinds of messed up in this movie. Because it was like, that doesn't fit. Why don't you just, let it be? It looked weird. Their eyes looked weird. It didn't look... I mean, no, it's not supposed to look natural, but it didn't fit it right, Keeley remains one of my favorite dwarves. Aidan Turner is pretty fantastic. What else is there to say? I mean, yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is in this movie. He does the voice of Smaug. But you can't really tell it's him because they digitally did his voice so much that I couldn't really even tell it was Benedict Cumberbatch. It was so digitally enhanced and changed that it was like, oh, okay, I don't even know who this actor is. He was kind of interchangeable. What else is there to say about it? Stephen Fry's in it. It was a surprise. I wasn't expecting him, and then he showed up, and I was like, oh, that glorious man is in this. Okay. Overall, it's pretty good. Where they cut the movie at the end will piss you off, because it pissed me and my friend off. Now we have to wait till next December. It was dumb. I call shenanigans Peter Jackson. That is bullshit. I think the next one comes out, like, next mid-December again, something like that. I'm pretty excited for it, but I can wait. I'm not on my edge about it. I probably might go see this one in theaters again. It was less boring than the first one. There's more action, it's more, interesting, and I'll actually probably be okay with seeing this one again in theaters, whereas I saw the first one twice, and by the second time I was done with it. But yeah, Desolation of Smaug is really fun. There's a lot of unnecessary action, there's a lot of craziness, there's some recurring characters from the trilogy, there's some nods to the actual trilogy, there's some all kinds of awesomeness. It's pretty awesome. It's A lot of fanboys hate it, but I liked it a lot. I think it was really enjoyable. Desolation of Smaug gets a 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10. It's better than the first one. There's some issues with it. It's kind of childish. There's some moments where you're like, this is really weird, and why did they add this? And some of this acting is really stale, and what is going on? But for the most part, it's fun. It's a good time. Go check it out if you're a fan of the series. Thanks for watching, I guess. Comment, rate, subscribe if you want to. I don't know what my next movie will be, but that I'll go see. So, the fact that you're all still here is pretty amazing to me. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and say goodbye.